So Kush, you've been brewing the tea for us this evening.
Na tuko hapa tunaingia 255 watoto wa TZ kwenye Azam Channel 138 man. Kidogo leo tunacheza hapo kwenu tukianza show. Na kidogo si mnajua tukisema TZ you definitely recognize Wema Sepetu, ex wa Diamond. So she went online to state that yeye amechorea, yani asha give up man, story ya kungoja kuolewa cause she feels like ingekuwa ni kuolewa angeolewa in her 20s. Right now she's towards the 30s ama ndio ameingia bamba 30, so kidogo ana feel time yake ishapita. So she went on social media and posted it's not a secret that I have shelved my ambitions of getting married. If I didn't get lucky in the past, then the opportunity passed me. And you know, we all know that she's been struggling to like bear children, but kidogo bado hajaweza. So for me feeling is sad, like una feel kama ukiingia 30 you can't get married. As in, you can get married at whichever age. It does not matter. Do not lose patience.
Yeah, even at 1.
Yeah, as in,
she should not give up. But you know, also Pia, it depends. It also affects a woman by what she has gone through, and like you for a woman to get to that point, you can see the things that she has gone through in the past. So it's very crazy for her. So we might not judge her, but you know what? Love will always find you. So she should not give up. But love will always find you.
And then again, you know what? I think it's just really an African thing that I think in our society, for you to have reached a certain point or for you to be considered having made it to a certain point, you have to have gotten there. But if you find, especially in the modern world out there, like women are so, I mean, you know, you basically are, you know, you're judged or you're looked at in regards to what have you done for yourself, what have you done for your life. And so I think we're also slowly going away from that mindset, is that it doesn't mean that, you know, you have to have gotten married for you to have been considered to have been successful in one way or another. And a lot of women are changing the narrative of how it used to be. Women these days can be more focused on their own thing, and then we, as we say all the time, people then do decide to settle down when they're ready, when they want to. Before it used to be a thing, as you said, because you had to, at a certain age, you had to be considered married, or you had to have children or the likes. And then as we've seen in the modern world, we talk about these celebrities who give birth at age 55. She wants to be done with her career. We talked about Nicki Minaj recently, who is in her 30s. She's like, I'm done now, I've made all my money. And then you're like, hey, you're like, from there you want to settle down with bae, you want to have babies or whatever. So yeah.
But I feel like sengine unajua hii kitu ya kukiss a lot of frogs ni ukweli. You know, you kiss a lot of frogs. No, what are you trying to you kiss a lot of frogs before you find your Prince Charming. You know, maybe she was still like kissing frogs. You know, maybe the Prince Charming sasa ndio karibu kutokea. Unajua
about to tokelezea. Don't give up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't give up. Love will always find you.
She's still very young, man.
Yeah.
Hi, still at Tanzania. Wase, kumbe. As we all said here, we were arguing of who's big between Diamond and Harmonize. Well, this happened over the weekend. Diamond was doing his Wasafi Festival 2019, and then it happened to be the Harmonize fans wakadecide chant na kusema Harmonize is more powerful than you. That's in English. In Kiswahili, this is what they were saying. Konde kakupita, konde kakupia. Harmonize is more powerful than you. This Diamond has been working with Harmonize guy, Konde boy. So and then wakakosana. So now Diamond was really shocked. Like, if you guys saw that video, he was really shocked. He was even unable to continue because he did not expect this. The people are chanting out, and so ilikuwa mvurutano between Harmonize fans na Diamond's fans. So Diamond fans wakaanza kusema Simba, and that's when he decided to kuchangamka na kuperform, because it was really, really hard for him. And I can imagine, naweza dunia funguka niingie ndani for a minute, because he never thought that Harmonize will get to a point. No, and let me tell you, with such things now, it shows now it will be even battles. You see the way he goes to perform in the States, he's known, he's representing East Africa, Diamond. Now it will be Harmonize and Diamond. It will be a back and forth thing. But that's good. Like, Like, let someone shine. If it's their time to shine, just let them shine. As in, for me, if I was Diamond, I would just say, yay, I'll just give it like a minute for people to say, even put Harmonize song. You know, just to show maturity. Nieke ngoma yake ichezwe, alafu, ni perform. As in, it's time. Curtains have to close one way or another. Even for us, curtains have to close one way or another. But for me, I'm like, well, I understand it was a bit painful for him, but but at least he still has his fans. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Kush always has the saying of there's enough for everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, is there a diamond, you reach a point where you expect to be the only one at the top, but as long as you have that mentality, it's not very good to have, because there's nothing wrong with sharing the cake.
Come on, Sunny. As in, akungekuwa na Harmonize, kama akungekuwa na Diamond, because Diamond is the one who discovered, Harmonize. True. Either way, all of them, they're very talented, and I think all of them, they're actually very strong artists, and I think they also share the same fan base kidogo unajua. Maybe ile tu mafans kidogo anapendelea mtu mmoja sana kuliko mwingine, lakini fan base ni ile cause wamefanya collabs nyingi sana, and the songs are mega hit. So as in, baba tulia, unajua kila mtu kuangana time yake. Wewe bado uko kwa time yako, lakini sasa pia sasa ni time yake imefika, so you just chill out.
Shine. Just let him shine the way he's supposed to shine.
Acha kijana ngare.
Kijana ngare, my friend.
Yeah, without a doubt, I agree with that. All right, I'll take you to the next story. One of Huddah Monroe, who recently talked about just issues with her past, and she said allegedly people in their community did not want to be associated with them because they were poor. And I'll quote from a local blog that featured the story and said, and this is her quoted verbatim, she said, also, nobody liked us and no one wanted to be associated with us because we were poor. They donate their shoes and clothes to us and just leave. So we didn't have anyone to look at and wish to be like one day. She also went ahead and said, long story short, all I want to say is that your past doesn't determine your future. Your past is what happened to you. It's up to you to make your present what you ever envisioned. You deserve everything great and more. And never feel bad for it. Good night. We talk about this all the time. It's the sad reality is that we always say like where you started from isn't where you finish. And at the same time, this is a perfect example of where someone takes their story or their past experiences and decides, I don't want to have this life forever. I don't want my children to have this kind of life forever. And now you take it upon yourself and say, I want to make myself better. It's so sad. I always just tell people, just be genuine to everybody. You never know one day who does the one who will employ you and give you a job. True. And you used to rile her at some point in time. So I always say, never ever judge anybody from where they begin. What matters is how you finish and where you finish. And too many people judge people for those kind of things, and then later one day you're like, Kaya, you know what I mean? You're like, you never knew that Huddah would be who she was. Imagine Huddah used to have clothes donated to her, and now she probably has a closet full of them and donates to others.
Closet room.
Yeah.
Room ya mango.
They say the song goes, usinilenge siku moja nitakulenga, no usinicheke, because you never know who I'll be or where I'll be. And it's good. I always, as we said yesterday, it's always good to look from where you umetoka, it's good to look back. That's the only time you look back.
Okay, mimi nasemanga tu kitu moja. Waliokudharau siku moja watakusalimia kwa heshima. Hayo tu, that's my only comment. Comment yangu kwa tu fupi hivyo. But anyway, you always start from somewhere. At the end of the day, when you know what you want to achieve, exactly, when you know what you want to achieve and you know where you want to be in the next couple of years, you always have to find a way to make it happen. Because at the end of the day, someone like Huddah ilikuwa opportunity ilijipa, akagrab na akaenda nayo. Now she's become a household name. So at the end of the day, jalishi mali uko sai, it does not, situation inaweza badilika like pap. So you just do you. Ukipata opportunity chukua na ukimbie. Sema nayo mundo wako. Kimbia.
Badilika. Without a doubt.
Anywho,
keep moving. still on the royals who I was talking about yesterday, who, as you know, currently are on tour in Southern Africa. Now, the Duke of Sussex, Harry, spoke recently very candidly about how he feels about certain things. And he said that he feels so overwhelmed by the world problems that sometimes he struggles to get out of bed in the morning. Now, he was asked what he wants his legacy to be, and he said that he wanted to use their platform to be able to enable grassroots change, and of course, in this case, hopefully create a better society. Now, they participated in an interfaith dialogue initiative where Meghan wore a hijab, of course, conjuring up memories of the late Princess Diana. And so a lot of people online were just talking about how basically they see Harry has kind of taken up her role as well. Meghan, I think, is also doing so well just in accompanying him on his trip and the likes. And I mean, I have to agree with Harry. You know, me, like there are times I watch these documentaries, I'm just like, boy, God, if there's anything I could have done to for some of these people. You look at world problems of which, you know, we have no solution for. You can be Harry, you can be Harry, you can be Prince Harry, but sometimes there's no solutions to some of these life problems. So what I feel is important is doing what they're doing now. How can you change somebody's life little by little? You can't take care of all the world problems, but you can go and you can be part of initiatives. You could see people and see how you can help them in one way or another. Another thing that the two of them did really differently, which is, you know, is against the royal rules, is that they were actually shaking people's hands. Now, as you know, this is not allowed for them because I guess, you know, you can get a homa stroke, you can get
Jam.
exactly. Yeah. So Meghan, allegedly, somebody, one of the people who said hi to her, and they tried to go in for a hug, and she actually hugged back, which is so unusual for the royals. As you know, the queen wears gloves, and you're actually not allowed to. If you see her, she'll just do for you. So they are doing things so differently, and we absolutely love the fact that they've been part of initiatives which are so changing to so many people's lives. They've really just look at how humble they looked over there, you know. I'm really happy to see the two of them just go out of their way. I think for his brother, it's different. They have to keep a little bouginess to what they be doing because he's the next king.
Last bonds, they break all the rules. All the rules. Let me tell you, last bonds, all
that's
rules.
true.
But this is the thing: you can't go to the people and can't greet them. You're like,
no, imagine for them
you
can't
travel all the way
Yeah.
to just wave at people.
I
So for
know.
them, it's just down to earth.
Yeah,
and,
they
and
are.
that's why people love them.
That's
People,
true.
They just don't. They
They
don't
relate
act
to
like
the
a
people,
royal
yeah.
family. This is like typical people who just have money.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
I'm like,
They are changing the game, the two of them.
they
And
are.
I think you're like, that's the most important thing, you know, like ukiona watu kama hao wanaweza jihumble hiyo design, una get? Because at the end of the day, yes, ukisema utavalia gloves usishikwe na homa ni airborne, as in kama ni kushikwa na homa utashikwa na homa, you know, like kuna tu vitu you can't prevent. If it's meant to happen, but anywho, help the people you can help with what you have where you at. So just ingine inaweza kuwa una mingi ya kupatiana, but ile kidogo tu unajua, like buy someone nataka ni chipo za 70 bob wase mkitembea uko tao, you know, sometimes
Mutura.
Yeah.
Kama yenye mlikuwa mnakula juzi.
please wachana na sisi.
We are
Your story
donating
tunakupeleka,
Motiva
we
today
will drag
for
you.
whoever is hungry after
I'm
work.
telling you, we
That
are going
is our
to
good deed
drag
of the
you
day.
to the location. Oh my God. Anyway.
Guys, what would you do if your husband, or rather your spouse, forged your signature to divorce you? Well, I would forge a signature to write myself a very big check. Anyway, an American man by the name of Paul Nixon, according to the New York Daily News, he said he forged his estranged wife's signature and presented false documents in court, and now he's somewhere missing. His people are looking for him. But well, inaweza kuwa imemfikisha wapi hadi ana forge? Unless I forge a check, I give myself money and then I leave you. But kusema tu kweli, I don't even understand why he's been tafutwad to be arrested. Because come on, man, you guys should find him and ask him why forge. So he forged the wife's signature just to divorce her.
You're not sure she said she's refused with that divorce.
It's like, no, I'm not divorcing you. I'm not divorcing you. I'm not divorcing you.
Where? And you know,
okay, I can understand. Maybe this situation ilikuangalia. Wait, how? This is not working out, man. Yaje, divorce, kila mtu ajipange. Then unakataa. Unajua niko unakatalilia mtu na mtu akutaki.
I'm telling you, people kata.
And do you want to move on?
Yes.
Okay, it's a crime, lakini.
It's a crime. Even let me tell you, when you serve those divorce papers, there are people who have refused to accept them. They are like, higher, because you know, when you get served, if you accept, they're like, me, I'm not accepting this.
Yeah, they don't take it.
They refuse. And then again, if you think about it, for couples like in this case, maybe it's because, as you know, maybe you guys have assets together, you have business together. You're like, hey, you, if you want, by the way, stick around that side. But we're not divorcing. This means maybe they have to split their money. In the US, for example, maybe the woman would have to pay him some form of alimony. She's like, we ain't getting divorced for nothing.
So he decided to forge.
Bila kitu ya mali ndio inafanyanga mtu ataki kuachana.
Like, I can imagine he slept a whole night just trying to. Yeah, he's just over there checking.
It's true.
That's why probably alifikiria for a while. Hadi anze kujifunza hadi kwa like ni perfect.
I'm telling you, and if it's your wife, you know you've been seeing that signature for many years. That's why I make sure my signature is so complicated. Let me just tell you, even if you sat down and studied it for years, it would be a process. Make your signature also one of those things that only you can do, and don't let people see you signing, because they see in the way you do it what comes on top of what, which letter goes underneath, which dot, which some people are able to do. There are people who are professionals at forging signatures because they are able to watch how someone does it. So make your signature as hard as possible to forge.
Do not be a forger. Anyway, they are forger. Do not be a forger. Anyway, guys, it's about that time. We're gonna move on to live spot.